Editing is all PC-based now. I mean, there are programs out there on the Mac PC, but whether you're using Avid or using Final Cut Pro, you're working on a garbage can. You didn't push any buttons, you didn't close, you didn't even save. It's just gone. Unless you want to shut down a Mac. Oh, that's a whole nother story. I mean, you try to close a program and it locks up, and then you do that funny, what is it, the cloverleaf period thing? These unnatural and ultimately useless interrupt keys. Then thing moves. Then you push the power button and it turns off. You go around and unplug it, and you better hope you're not on a laptop, because then you gotta find battery and try to pull that out, or the thing will shut down. So I put my CD in the CD-ROM tray, and I'm copying media off that CD, dragging it onto my desktop, dragging it onto my desktop, dragging it onto my desktop. I eject it, and where did my shutdown go? It's the only operating system I know of where click and drag does not mean you actually copy or move anything. No, you're just making documents on your desktop. So I've got my next CD, and I slam it into the CD-ROM tray, and lo and behold, it starts playing all by itself. I'm looking for a way to turn it off. Finally, out of desperation, I click and drag garbage can. The system locks up. So I go to the cloverleaf period spacebar thing, hoping I can stop the program, and I get a little caution window saying, careful. Mac shut down. The Mac is practicing some kind of bizarre psychological warfare on me because I'm working late at night. Out of the corner of my eye, I keep seeing this thing jumping up and down. The boat anchor manager is bouncing at the bottom of the screen like a boat anchor. So I'm looking around in the list of the files, trying to find the executable it wants me to shut down. And if I click on any one of them by accident, garbage can. Oh no, it's been garbage can. It was some kind of important system file, and the computer crashes. Shut down. If you lose a file, you run to the store to get a copy of the Mac version of Norton Utilities. You run back only to have Norton go, "You idiot! You won't shut down." Macintosh, the file is shut down. It's just gone. Don't have any tools or any kind of buttons or whatever dials or switches in the bottom of the screen, because if you reach for them, the garbage can menu comes up. You've got to like angle around and slide and dodge the thing to get to the control. It's kind of like boxing with your computer. I can put it on the bottom, I can put it on the left, I can put it on the right. No, I can't put it on the bottom. That's reserved for the mighty doc. Editing is all boat anchor based now. I mean, there are programs out there on the PC, but whether you're using Avid or using Final Cut Pro, you're working on a boat anchor. Using a boat anchor. A little different than using a PC. It's not so much operating a computer as it is sort of tricking it, fooling it into doing what it is you really want it to do. You kind of have to sneak up on it. Boat anchor. I don't feel like I'm operating the boat anchor much as I'm just there sharing the boat anchor experience. And if I can do something useful while the boat anchor willing, so much the better. One of the coolest features of the Mac boat anchor is it's really easy to shut down. All you have to do is be using a piece of software, and then poof, it goes away. It's gone. It's garbage can. You didn't push any buttons, you didn't close, you didn't even save. It's just gone. Garbage can. Unless you want to shut down a Mac. Oh, that's a whole nother story. I mean, you try to close a program and it locks up, and then you do that funny, what is it, the cloverleaf period clover thing? These unnatural and ultimately useless interrupt keys. Then nothing boat anchor moves. Then you push the power button and it won't turn off. You go around and unplug it, and you better hope you're not on a laptop, because then you gotta find the damn boat anchor. Gotta pull that out or the thing will never shut down. So I put my CD in the CD-ROM tray, and I'm copying that CD, dragging it onto my desktop, dragging it onto my desktop, dragging it onto my desktop. I eject it, and where did my document go? It's the only operating system I know of where click and drag does not mean you actually copy or move anything. No, you're just making boat anchor document on your desktop. So I've got my next CD, and I slam it into the CD-ROM tray, and lo and behold, it's boat anchor. It starts document all by itself. I'm looking for a way to turn it off. Finally, out of desperation, I click and drag the update manager into the garbage can. The system locks up. So I go to the cloverleaf period spacebar thing, hoping I can stop the program, and I get a little caution window saying, careful, update manager, boat anchor, document. I try to click OK, but the system's already boat anchor. Bizarre psychological warfare on boat anchor. The document practicing some kind of bizarre psychological warfare on me because I'm working late at night. Out of the corner of my eye, I keep seeing this thing jumping up and down. The unnatural and ultimately useless is bouncing at the bottom of the screen like a boat anchor. So I'm looking around in the list of the files, trying to find the executable it wants me to these unnatural and ultimately useless document garbage can. And if I click on any one of them by accident, I rename it. Oh no, it's been renamed these unnatural and ultimately useless garbage can. It was some kind of important system file, and the computer document. And there's a way to undelete a file. If you know what you're doing in DOS, you can go into garbage can for anything that's been corrupted. On a Mac, if you lose a file, you run to the store to get a copy of the Mac version of Norton Utilities. You run back only to have Norton go, "You idiot! You own a boat anchor! The file is unnatural and ultimately useless garbage can. It's just gone!" Don't have any tools or any kind of buttons or whatever dials or switches in the bottom of the screen, because if you reach for them, the boat anchor menu comes up. I've got to like angle around and slide and dodge the thing to get to the control. It's kind of like boxing with your computer. I can put it on the bottom, I can put it on the left, I can put it on the right. No, I can't put it on the left. That's reserved for the mighty boat anchor. Shut down. Boat anchor! It's unnatural and ultimately useless. Shut down for anything that's been corrupted. On a Mac, if you lose a file, you run to the store and get a copy of the Mac version of Norton Utilities. You run back only to have Norton go, "You idiot! You own them!" Shut down. It's just a garbage can. It's unnatural and ultimately useless. Don't have any tools or any kind of buttons or whatever, dials or switches in the bottom of the screen, because if you reach for them, the unnatural and ultimately useless menu comes up. You've got to like angle around and slide and dodge the thing to get to the control. It's kind of like boxing with your computer. I can put it on the bottom, I can put it on the left, I can put it on the right. No, I can't put it on the right. That's reserved for the mighty useless. Don't have any tools or any kind of buttons or whatever, dials or switches in the bottom of the screen, because if you reach for them, the menu comes up. You've got to like angle around and slide and dodge the thing to get to the control. It's kind of like boxing with your computer. You run to the store and get a copy of the Mac version of Norton Utilities. You run back only to have Norton go, "You idiot! You own a Mac! The file is gone! It's just gone!" Don't have any tools or any kind of buttons or whatever, dials or switches in the bottom of the screen, because if you reach for them, drag does not menu comes up. You've got to like angle around and slide and dodge the thing to get to the control. It's kind of like boxing with your computer. I can put it on the left, on the right. No, I can put it on the bottom, I can't put it on the... That's reserved for the mighty boat anchor! Boat anchor! Gone, it's shut down. You didn't push any buttons, you didn't close, you didn't even save. Itch and drag does not... The Mac is practicing some kind of bizarre psychological warfare on me because I'm working late at night. Out the corner of my eye, I keep seeing this thing jumping up and down. The is bouncing at the bottom of the screen like a... So I'm looking around in the list of the files, trying to find the executable it wants me to... And if I click on any one of them by accident, I rename it. Oh no, it's been renamed. It was some kind of important system file, and the computer on a PC, no, really lost. I mean, there's a way to undelete a file. If you know what you're doing in DOS, you can go in and anything that's been corrupted. On a Mac, if you lose a file, crashes. I can put it on the left, I can put it on the bottom, I can put it on the right. No, I can't put it on the boat anchor. That's reserved for the mighty